Hi, this is Brianna and it's craft time at the Reagan Scott Homestead. Today we are going to bring you another shitty egg incubator, as we'll quote it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube or not. Anywho, they're not known for their quality. So today we're going to go over how to handle the Amazon 9 to 12 egg incubator. This one has a model that says John Noel 12 or J Noel. I don't know how you say it. Janoel 12. But you'll see them all over Amazon, and everybody makes a different one of these. All of them are the same. And actually, I really love this one, and I use it to hatch most things. And you can get way more than 9 to 12 quail eggs in there, which is what I use it for the most. But we're going to go in how to set it. And let me tell you the reason I like this one better. First, so we'll look at this first. So the nice thing about this one is that the heating unit is on the top here. All right, which is great because in my other video where I talk about the 56 egg incubator, the heater is on the bottom. And when you change out to the hatching floor, you gotta be real careful not to cook your chickens. May they rest in peace. So this heater keeps you from doing that because the heat is the same the whole time. Comes with a cord, comes with this handy dandy little turner tray that just, the way that works is it flies. And it has these so that you can change it to whatever size you need. I'll show you that for your eggs so that they turn. And then it has your turning tray. It's real technical. The tray sits in here, and then it's got these two little grooves on the side, and it slides, and it rolls your eggs. It works though. I do remember when I saw it, I was like, what? And then it has a hatching floor, and that is a little bit higher than there, so you can put some moisture in there, and a fancy smancy hole to put water through, which I don't ever do because that seems idiotic to me. The hole is above the electric stuff. I guess maybe if you had a long tube one, which I have from another incubator that could go through all of that, you might use it. I don't know. I just lift the lid a little bit and put some moisture in there, especially before hatching. So, yeah. Water through, don't ask me. You get what you pay for. By the way, these are like $75 on Amazon. I'm pretty sure we got this one for like 30 or 40 a few years back. And I mean, it's done great. We've hatched multiple years with this thing, but, yeah, 75, but that's still considered cheap compared to some of the other ones. So I'm gonna turn the camera and we'll turn this puppy on, and I will show you the unique settings that yet again are very confusing because none of these come with good instructions. And we'll go through this kind of off-brand 9 to 12 egg automatic turner incubator from Amazon. Let's do this. All right, so let's go into how to set this incubator up. It is gonna be easy peasy. First step is your hatching floor. It has these pieces. These go down so that you can actually put some moisture underneath here for some humidity. On top of that goes your egg turner tray. It has two ways you can set it up. One way's flat, one way's with the bars. The bars have to be raised. This is very key that the bars be raised because if they are not raised, then your egg turning tray will not slide properly. All right, egg turning tray. It goes in and you can set these, don't set them all like crazy. You set these for your eggs. You want to leave enough room for your egg so that it can roll, but you don't want it so far apart that if it only moves, because look, it can only move this much. So you need to, and actually it doesn't even move that far because it stays on this middle piece, so it literally kind of just goes like this. So you want to make sure that these bars are close enough to the egg that they're going to push it and move it, but not so tight that it can't turn. So there's that piece. And then we have the lid, and I think I told you guys to make sure that the metal piece for the lid actually fits into this little tray hole. at the beginning of it. So I'm going to actually turn this around so that we can read the settings because I'm setting it up backwards. La la la. Pretend I know what I'm doing. And then we will very carefully set the lid on. I set it like this, and then I come in here and fiddle faddle around until I can get the metal piece. Let's see if I can even show it. Yeah, I gotta get that metal piece in that little slot right there. So I'll fix that. All right, with the magic of modern video, you can see now that this metal piece has to slide in that little hole right there. Okay, so now all we have left to do is set it. I think you're gonna be kind of depressed because unlike the last one where we had to listen to beeping after beeping after beeping, there's really not a lot you can do here. You're gonna take your plug, you're gonna turn it the right way, and you're gonna plug it in. Notice there is no on-off switch. You just got that. And then, like all egg incubators that we ever purchase off Amazon, it's gonna be in Celsius. You've got a work to tell you that it is heating up, and you have a set button to let you know when you're setting something. Here's your set button. And I'll tell you you're setting it, and then you can set this up to what you need it to be, which should be 38 degrees Celsius or 100.5. If you hit the set again, it's done, and it's working to get it up to that temperature. Yeah, that's what you're working with here. There is no humidity setting, there is no anything. You just watched it all right there. In case you missed it, set, work, pluggy, plug, because there's no on-off switch on this. And I know you're probably laughing that this is one of my favorite incubators, but it is. And I'll tell you how I get around all of that. So, because this is such a pared down one, I have this little awesome square of goodness called the Govee. I have a different one that you've seen in my other videos that tends to stay in there, and I'm drawing a blank on the name of that one, but I'll put it in the show notes down below. But right now, this one, as you can see, is really nice and clean. It's been in the greenhouse charting that lately because we haven't been hatching this winter, but it'll be coming back in here. This is Bluetooth. It has a little app that goes on my phone. I pop this into the incubator like so, making sure that it is, I'll show you guys actually when I take off. I make sure that it is not in the way of it moving around. So you want to make sure that it's as close as it can be to the middle. It would be great if you could put it in there and have it move, but I always pack my incubator full. Let's be honest, I'm going to hatch as many as I can. So I always put it at the end here, which is not necessarily getting you the best temperature, but it gets you close because this is a very small incubator. But you want to make sure it's not touching the sides. I learned that the hard way. Panicked, thought all my chicks were frozen to death one morning and it had been knocked over to the side. So make sure that it is not touching the cold plastic or you will get a bad reading. And this tracks my humidity and my temperature and everything via my phone. I can check it from my bed, which is wonderful if I have a little panic when I'm setting eggs. And this stays in there. I have this one and another one, but I can't tell you how much I just love Bluetooth devices, thermometers, because they maintain all your heat and humidity, and I'm sure these are calibrated right because I've tested them on other things. And that's how I actually handle this incubator, which does add to the cost if you don't already have kind of a thermostat, but you know, you can use cheaper ones. I like the Bluetooth ones because it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But you can, you know, just buy a regular old thermometer and look at it through the glass, quote glass there. But yeah, this is pretty much it. So the one thing is this holds temperature well, but you need to make sure, like when I put the lid down, I jiggle it slightly because occasionally I have gotten the edge caught on itself and then it's like leaking hot air out and it's not staying warm and it's working all the time. So you just kind of want to make sure there. Sometimes I set it on a towel if it's real cold or on a cold floor just for some added insulation, but I always get my temperatures ready in the exact way they're going to be. So if you're going to put a towel under it, calibrate it with the towel under it. If you're going to, you know, set it somewhere else, make sure it's calibrated in the right place because if you move it, you can change the temperature. and then I'll use the inside. And for mine, I actually have to set it to get it to the right temperature and not fry my eggs. This one, it has to be like around 36.9 instead of 38. Otherwise, you got cooked eggs. So really, you got to have a separate thermometer for this one. Yeah, but that's how you use the Amazon 9 to 12 automatic egg incubator. It will turn periodically. The little bar will turn. I was nervous about that at first and marked my eggs with a little X to make sure that they were turning appropriately. But like I said, this is 3rd or 4th year on this one, and I have hatched dozens and dozens of quail and chicken eggs in here. So it's done me proud. Can't complain there. And again, if you'll go see the show notes, we've got a link to this and some other information about the Govee, so you can find that as well if you're interested. The little thermometer. Thanks.